Hello everybody and welcome to a spotlight on Will Glow the Wisp, which is a mouthful, admittedly, but it's a pretty fun game. I myself have completed roughly the first world. There's plenty of worlds. There's baby, there's child, teenager, young adults, and demo. Don't know why demo is the last one. Maybe that was the actual demo of the game and they just left it in. But yeah. Last stage, first world, I thought there was a good place to start my first impression. So, to start off, there's three different wisps, or characters. The pink one, as far as I can tell, is the slowest. Then there's the green one, which I think it might actually be a little bit slower now that I think about it. It feels roughly a little bit slower, actually. And then there's the blue one, which is rather speedy. I prefer the pink one. These things are like boosting pads, which that'll kill you if you don't know what you're doing. But you can also shoot yourself into a certain direction. And that counteract those boosting pads. That's the basic mechanics of the game, and pretty much don't touch anything else. Like that, because you will die. And that is pretty much what you're going to be doing for about 50 or so stages. Sounds boring? Well, it isn't, actually. The gameplay itself changes from being very dynamic and quick to very slow and methodical. And you see there, I had to be very smart for a little bit, and then I had to hurry the fuck up. And of course that also changes depending on the character you play as. I think every stage is beatable as every single version of the character. I refer to it as version of the character because let's actually go with the blue one because I think it's better for this stage. Because they're pretty much the same. There's just a couple of different little things that make them feel slightly different. And there's not a lot of visual distinction other than color. Some way, it does remind me of Thomas Was Alone, as far as those character traits go. As you can see, this blue one is a little bit more slippery, hence it's harder to control, which is why I don't usually like it, but I think I need its speed here. That being said, like I said, I don't think I need it, but I think it'd be welcome. Last stage of the first world, give me a break when I'm dying quite a lot, as well as talking in a game I don't know that well. The main draw for this game though isn't its complex story or gameplay or anything like that. For me the main draw is I really like the aesthetic. If I like the aesthetic of a game, there's the chance that I will at least give it a chance. It's the same with Super Lumi Live. I think that was last week by the time this goes up. If it has an interesting art style, I'm more likely to check out a game because it just catches my eye. There are so many goddamn games these days, and you need to choose which ones to play and which ones not to play. Having an interesting visual style, visual parts of the game being the first you ever like experience because screenshots and stuff, really does help. And then when you boot up the game and it actually turns out to be a... I don't know how I would really explain this game, to be honest. I wanted to say puzzle platformer. And while it is certainly some sort of puzzle game, it's by no means a platformer. So, is it a... I think it gets the closest to puzzle maze like game, and this, wow, that's actually pretty annoying. Let's go back to the pink one. I think would be better here. As you can see, I've got way more control about my movements with the pink one, but it's challenge unlocked reversed. What the fuck? Oh, that is very, very annoying. As you can see, if you do good enough on a certain stage, there will be challenges you can do, which, well, make it more challenging. I'm not gonna do this. Make it more challenging to defeat the stage. What was I talking about again? Yeah, it's a game that isn't really comparable to anything I've played before, per se. It's got feeling, a similar feeling to a couple of games. Let's go blue here. It's got a similar feeling to, like I said, it does remind me in tone and feeling about Thomas Was Alone, and I don't exactly know why that is. It's a little bit of the gloomy 2D pixel art style, I guess. Oh my god, I made it. And a little bit of the simplicity. Oh, this is like an auto-scroll level type of deal. Maybe the simplicity that comes with this reminds me of it as well. Because other than that, it's a way different game, obviously. And I don't have much to compare it to, but it is a really fun game. And honestly, I don't know why it is this much fun. Looking at this, you might think, what the fuck even is this game? And I would definitely say you're right in thinking that. But I enjoy playing this. As well as, by the way, the soundtrack is pretty good. It's not something I'd listen to on my own, but it just... Oh my god, it's gonna not kill me. It just fits the atmosphere well, and there's two types of soundtrack, at least for me there is. And that is the ones that are just playing good music. I'd listen to apart from the game as well. And then there's those soundtracks which wouldn't touch to kill. Oh wow. They wouldn't really work outside of the game, but inside the game they are very, very good. And this soundtrack is one of those ones which really works within the game, but I don't think it would work as much outside of this specific game. Of course, in situations it would work, but it's very clearly made for this specific game. Killing will make you invincible for a short time. I figured that, actually. And the debate could be held whether or not the music that is limited to its own game is better, or the music that could be played outside of its own game is better. I like both in its own way. And as far as game music, especially atmospheric music, there's like soundtrack. I mean, everything is a soundtrack, I understand that. But there's like real soundtrack music which you can just like listen to. And then there's atmospheric music, which sometimes doesn't even quite sound like music. And as far as that atmospheric music goes, I think this game does a very, very good job of it. And as you can see, as we go along these levels in this video, even within this one video, the levels do get more complex. And, well, more difficult, of course. Such as this one is rather complex. When you see what all the moving parts do and how you can interact with that, it's not, per se, very difficult, but it's fairly complex. And again, that is a difference in game design. Having something be difficult or having something be complex. Something very easy can be very difficult. And something very complex can, at least when you understand what's going on, become very, very easy. This game seems to balance that fairly well. And oh my god, what the fuck? Where do I go? Do I just go somewhere random? Or do I need to kill everything in order to spawn the portal out of here? You see this? This is not complex and not difficult either. It's just confusing. Which, to be fair, puzzle games are made to be confusing, I guess, but... Oh, I understand. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, you need to kill all of these things, I guess. Okay, so this is actually fairly difficult. What I think I have to do is I have to get into here, kill that thing, and get out in my brief invincibility. And then when everything goes back to normal colors, I kill the next one. But that is actually fairly difficult. I mean, it might not look it, but believe me, it is. You have to use your dash ability to get out of here. And you need to charge your dash ability. So I don't need to fully charge it in order to even get out. So maybe it's not as difficult as I made it out to be. But oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna get through this stage in this video. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's fairly difficult to control the dashing as well, I should mention. Everything does slow down when you charge your dash, which is a really nice little like bullet time effect. Okay, so those things are just normal, they don't turn shit pink. It's very good to know. It's only the ones inside those little shields that turn shit pink, so let's get rid of these like windmill type things first. I think every time I kill something... Wait a second. Do I need to kill something and then really quickly go to the edge? Because that did become green there. I think that might be the case. Or do I need to kill everything? Yeah, no, definitely I need to kill everything. It does become green though, so you can't really blame me for making that assumption. I think the longer the stage goes on, or the more things I kill, either or, the more crammed everything becomes. Which is either a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not entirely sure about that yet. Let's get the fuck out! I'm just gonna try it. Gonna fucking try it! Yeah, no, that kills me. Why does it become green then? Why would you make something green when it's gonna kill you anyway? Especially when you have been taught that green is the exit portal of the stage. That is not great game design, I'm gonna be honest. As a matter of fact, I actually think that's pretty poor design. You see, I like this game, but I can still be critical about that kind of thing. So don't worry about me being not honest with you. It is my life's goal now to finish this stage within this video, even if it takes me 5 million years. That being said, this video already is 15 minutes, and I think like the last 5 minutes of that is just this stage, so might actually be better off just calling it a video. But one more try and then we'll end this off. If we make it, I'll do another stage. If we don't, well, I obviously won't. That being said, I don't think you need to complete every stage in order to progress to the next stage, per se. Maybe you do, I don't know. Something tells me that you don't. Okay, that was stupid on my part. Let's actually check. Can I go to the next stage if I wanted to? I think I might be able to. I think it's based on, like, the stars you have, maybe? Oh, it was the last stage of child. Which makes sense, it's the last stage, it's pretty fucking difficult. And I can't go to teenager yet. But that is this game. Very long name. I think it's something with Glow and Wisp. The reason I could say it at the beginning of the video is because I literally just saw it seconds ago. But it's on Steam for €8, or your original equivalent, of course. Link is down below in the description. I would highly recommend anybody to get this game, especially if you love puzzle games, puzzle action games. I guess it's a puzzle action. It's a little bit weird. It has some platforming feelings, but it's not really a platformer. And if you like the aesthetic of the game like I do, of course, it's a joy to look at. So, links down below in the description if you want to get it, which I highly recommend you for that price. It's a steal. If not, wait for it to go on sale. If it even gets like 30% off, it goes down to like €6. It becomes even more worth it. But I think as it is, it's a good purchase as it is. So until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.